Hi there, Commanders. GuardianE here with another Goddess of Victory NIKKE video, and we have the onset of the winter event for this year, and that is going to debut 2 new winter units, the first of which is going to be this new version of Diesel. So we are going to be pulling for Diesel today. She is limited. That does mean that she is not going to the regular pool, so we do want to make sure that we at least get 1 copy. She is going to be at the standard 2% rate up out of an overall 4% SSR rate. Alright, well, let's get this train rolling. We'll start with the first 10 pull, kick it off with some advanced recruitments here, and yeah, here's hoping the Diesel cooperates today. Ooh, okay. Alright. Not a one and done. We're not getting luck out of the gate, unfortunately. It's okay, we're just starting. Just warming up the engine. I will say it is nice to see a new version of Diesel. She kind of made an impact at the start of the game. You know, when the game first launched, everybody got Diesel, that Diesel skin for free that everybody got too. And she's a sweetheart for sure. Purple. No. She is a sweetheart, and so it's nice to see her get a little bit more of her due with a new version in the game, and they did a great job with the art. So she looks great. It's nice to see the Train Brigade get new versions. It's fun to see. Alright. Number 3. Don't leave me hanging here. Oh, God. Please. Not like this. Not like this. It's a lot of purple, but I don't want a lot of purple. I want the limited unit. I want the limited winter unit, please. Be much obliged. Come on, please. Oh, God, these slow plays are killing me. They're not hitting. They're not hitting. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Now, I will say that I am very surprised that we did not get a limited Winter Pilgrim. And, you know, after the summer with Dorothy, I kind of assumed that we were. I'm prepping for us to get one. All right, 3, 2, 1. Ha! Oh. Dang it. Come on, man. Oh, God. Cut me some slack here. Jeez. All right. Yeah, I was totally expecting us to get a limited Winter Pilgrim, but maybe they had already designed like everything for winter by that time already, so it might have been. I think they were testing the waters for sure with Summer Dorothy. But 3, 2, 1. Ha! God, these purples are killing me. What the hell, man? 4%. It's 4%. You would expect to get 1 gold every like little over 2 multis. I don't know. It feels like my luck in NIKKE is so bipolar. It's like everything or nothing. It's nothing. It's never in between. Okay, thank you. At least we're getting a gold. I mean, I'm not gonna count my chickens before they hatch. I don't know if it's Diesel. I hope it is. All right, we just get 1. We just get 1. Come on. I need to save. I need to save. There's more limited units incoming. Because there's the rest of winter, and then there's New Year's, right? So it's scary. It's so scary. Alright. What do we got? Come on. And yes! Okay! Alright. She sapped me of all of my advanced recruit vouchers, but you know what? She did come through in the end, and for that I am grateful. I am happy for that. Yeah, they did her up in a obviously in the a melding of kind of the uniform and an idol aesthetic, which is really appropriate, really sweet for her. I love that there's a lot of strawberry motif in the merchandise and the candies, the treats that are around her. This little drone, the serving robot, is adorable. Have you guys seen those in different like little like Japanese restaurants and shops where it has the cute voice as it rolls by and serves your food? They've got the little Bread monkey in the back clapping with the cymbals. I don't know, there's just a lot going on with it, and it's quite cute. It's quite cute, and very appropriate, again, for such a sweetheart of a character. So, we got Diesel, Winter Sweets. Thank the Lord. Okay, we finally got her. Oh, God, that was a drought and a half, right? No golds at all until That was 70 pulls deep until we got our first gold. It was Diesel, thankfully. But that could have gone better. Could have gone worse, for sure. But I was hoping for a little better result. Because again, the next banner is going to hit in just a short minute, right? So I don't know. We're not going to have a lot of advanced recruits ready for that, vouchers ready for that. So we're going to have to dip into the gems. But we'll have to do what we have to do. Now, of course, in addition to Diesel, who's debuting, we are getting the return of Maiden, Ice Rose from last year. We are getting the return of Guillotine, Winter Slayer as well from last year. So if you missed out, or if you're a newer player and didn't get the chance to pull for them, they are available here. And then we are going to have to see how they're going to treat the older winter units, limited units. They'll probably have like a selector rate up like they did with the summer. Yeah, they will at some point. So I think it might even be in the patch notes at this point. I should take a look. But rest assured, you will have an opportunity to get the older winter units. It's just not live right now, and it's gonna be in probably a little bit of a different format. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a closer look at our Diesel Winter Suites. Let's check her out here. So of course she is Elysian. She is going to be a rocket launcher attacker burst 3. To create lasting memories for AZX's passengers, she personally took up the mic. For a peaceful sleep on board, we recommend using earplugs. Aww. So, of course, Diesel loves to sing. She does, but she sings from the heart. She's not trained or cultivated. That it's all organic. It's not gone through its paces in a professional setting. She just enjoys it, right? So with the face, the symbol clashing, and the expression, it's super cute, and she looks really great too with the coat off the shoulders. It's a little bit of a casual. You got the tie up front, the hair really glossy and silky as it cascades down her back. Soft blush, got the microphone, and the little pencil mini skirt is really lovely on her. Just hugs the hips and thighs. And speaking of thighs, she does of course have most of her legs bared there. Beautiful slender legs. She does have the boots, the knee-high boots going up too, that are like a little oversized. So it's cute. It's a cute effect on her, and I think they did a nice job in pulling this together. It's a good look for Diesel. She wears it well. And then we take a look at her shooting pose here. So there she is. She's got the jacket off. I do approve of that. And then she is facing us, so she is pressing her knees together, but you can get a little peek. And then here she is, poised and ready, charging to fire the shots. Got the rocket launcher in tow, the nice little reload animation. That's actually a slick looking reload animation. So why is she? It's interesting that it's like a clip, but it's a rocket launcher. So it's a little unusual, but I do like the pull back of the mechanism. And then I like that she has a little treat in her mouth too. She has like a lollipop, probably strawberry flavored, so it's very sweet. There she goes, and then the chibi, of course. There she is, doing her best, singing her heart out. Let's see. So all of it comes with her. That's great. So in her walking animation, she has like the little tray and the serving companions. It's fun. And then like her walk animation, very dainty. Firing the shots, very cool. Got the reload going. The little serving robot kind of going nuts in the back. There she is, dizzy. Everybody is dizzy, including the robots. I like it. I hope one day the outpost can serve as the departure and arrival station connected to the surface. That is the dream, isn't it? Is the dream. I hope someday I can open a small candy store at the train station and share my strawberry candy with everyone. Very nice. Very nice. Alright, so there we are. That is Diesel at a glance. And now we're gonna take her for a spin and check out check out her kit and everything. Alright, so we're gonna take her for a spin in the shooting gallery against a Fire Weak boss. And I will say that Fire element in general is pretty competitive. We do have a lot of really heavy hitters in the Fire DPS department, so it is pretty competitive, and Diesel's, you know, stacking up against a lot of really powerful units. Now, that being said, it's just nice to have a lot of different variety and options as far as that goes, to have an element killer because of raids, of course. And, oh, here she is! Like, when she starts singing and everything gets fragmented, like, everything around her, like, all of the... the effects, like, start getting all jagged and crazy. It's hilarious. That's awesome. That's awesome. So yeah, that's her burst. And you see the little effect, like the little musical note that floats next to her, which is nice. And then even off burst, she gets certain buffs as well. When she's going into the full burst mode too, you can see. So there's a little microphone next to her. You can see the stacks there, which presumably we'll talk about in a little second. But yeah, I like the effect. I like the effects that are on her and her burst and everything. It's quite it's quite charming. It's quite charming. I want to see it again here. Oh, get that. Yeah. Nayuta, and then. See this burst. Actually, all the dolls and everything just start going nuts, and then everything goes haywire. The camera starts going all over the place. Okay, well, let's take a look at Diesel's kit. So Winter Diesel is pretty interesting in that she's built to be something of a sustained damage monster. So that damage over time, she has several different elements of her kit that allow her to stack damage over time, and it can ramp up quite a bit. And all kind of stems from her full charges and her bursts. And she also swaps between different modes depending on whether or not she's bursting when going into the full burst, or some other burst 3 is bursting going into the full burst. In either case, she's getting a good bit of sustained damage. She's actually getting different buffs and more buffs when she's not bursting, because presumably when she does burst, she's getting a damage spike through the burst as well. And she enjoys a bevy of crit buffs as well as part of her skill 1. And she provides all of these buffs to all of her allies as well, not just she herself. So she isn't just a self-sustained selfish buffer, she does provide buffs to her allies. Now, I do think what's particularly fun about her kit is the flavor element to it, because it does play into her well, her tone deafness, to put it bluntly. So there's this noise pollution element that when that debuff hits, and can hit all of her allies, the hit rate goes down 100% for 1 second. So it's funny because it's noise pollution that's distracting her allies. So that's not great, obviously. But in light of this noise pollution part of her kit, she also grants the ability to buff her allies with the mute status, and what this does is this gives them an immunity to noise pollution, which stacks on multiple of times, up to 3 times. So that's part of her skill 2, but she only gives that mute status if she or allies destroy an enemy part. So that's sort of the key element here, is that if she's not able to destroy enemy parts, or the enemy doesn't have parts to destroy, some of her elements and parts of her kit are going to crater. You know, in addition to, she loses some sustained damage that she could get. Again, the mute status then is not going to be able to take effect, and so the noise pollution is actually going to hit her allies when she bursts. And when she bursts, the noise pollution hits, and the stack count of the mute status goes down by 1. So again, you can stack up to 3 mute statuses or mute effects, so you can create a buffer against the noise pollution, but unless you're destroying parts, you're gonna be affected by the noise pollution, unfortunately. So she feels a little bit like a niche usage. I mean, she's not gonna be, I think, a universal powerful DPS. It's a little bit specialized. It's definitely, again, erring towards sort of the crit damage, sustained damage kit overall. She does stack a lot of it, but it is during pretty short windows. You know, there's even like a kind of a 3-second window of additional sustained damage. That's a huge burst at like 318% with her skill 2, and it's just kind of small windows to take advantage of. And again, she or her team have to be destroying enemy parts in order to gain that immunity against the noise pollution effect of her kit. So again, from a flavors component, I actually think this is a big win. I like the flavor components to her kit, but that is going to make her specialized, more niche, not kind of a universal powerhouse, at least as far as overall damage goes. And of course we do have the new winter event Terminus ticket to explore and enjoy. So here we are on the train itself. It's so cool. And then everything changed since I already did some of the story, but Diesel was singing up front, which is hilarious. So yeah, it's just fun, everybody romping around here. And then of course the mini game. I did try it out a little bit. I'm not sure if I fully appreciated it or understood exactly what I was doing. I probably just need to look at the instructions again. Typical gacha player can't read. But basically, I think you're trying to identify blocks of 10 or combinations of 10. And then you do as many as you can to clear as much of the stage as you can. And then they award different points depending on, I guess, the blocks that are included. So yeah, and then you can start the game. You can choose which attendant, and they have different skills, right? But yeah, you can go through here and identify. I'm sure I am screwing up and not doing this optimally whatsoever. But I believe the gist of it is you're trying to identify combinations of 10, right? And with as many of the boxes as you may need. Let's see. So, and they don't have to be lateral either. Like, they can be a full box. I'm trying to find an example here. But yes, it seems okay. Seems all right. And I haven't used the skills really at all. Oh, there we go. Oh, does it like identify one? Is that, and you only get one of those? Is that, or does it refresh? Is there a cooldown? I don't know. But I don't know. It seems like a kind. It's kind of funny because I feel like this is the kind of game that you would play on a train. Like, so this is like, it's kind of like the type of game that you would see, like, almost like a crossword puzzle or like a word jumble or something like that, where you might see somebody with a newspaper kind of playing it. I feel like it's that kind of vibe, but basically you're trying to get as much of a score as you can before the train reaches its destination. Now, alongside the winter event, we did get some additional skins as well. So there is one for the Frostbite Pass. So this is the event pass, and this is going to be a new skin for Bready. Oh, you can see right here. So yeah, this is the casual outfit for the Halcyon Days, right? And she's got, it's nice and baggy on her. It's just like kind of cozy. It's certainly got openings in the right places though. She looks like she's trying to enjoy a frozen treat. Kind of digging that spoon in there, unsuccessfully. She's got the leggings, the little pleated skirt, and again the overhanging sweater that just kind of hangs off of her and drapes off of her significant proportions. And then the little opening up front does give you a little view of her signature belly, which is the kind of part of her charm. She does have her handbag at her side. She looks like she's done maybe a little shopping too. So it's a nice casual attire look. I like, again, the actual softness of the sweater and the ribbons, the leggings, the opening up top with the the substantial cleavage is definitely an eyeful, and certainly enough to appreciate. She's got a little belt choker up top too, hair done up. If we take a look at the shooting pose here, there she goes, and firing the shot. Again, the little bag decorations are super cute. And they move in tandem with her, with the bag, which is nice. A nice touch. A little reload animation there. A lot to appreciate here. Bready's a lot of woman. So, here she is. Again, looks like she's got stuff popping out of her bag from behind. And marching along. She's got kind of this like, very purposeful strut going on here. And kneel into fire. Okay, it looks like there are little macaroons firing out, like in lieu of like a gunfire burst at the front. They're like macaroons, and then the reload. Oh, that's fun. All right, she's a little woozy. Do you know any good dessert shops? And then I asked Crust to make me something sweet. Want to come with? Oh, all right. So there we go. We got our first new skin for Bready. And we do have a new mission pass skin for Jackal. So this is going to be a class Troublemaker outfit. It's a little bit of like a Gyaru look for her. I do love the style, because you do incorporate and get the appeal of sort of the schoolgirl uniform look, but at the same time it's got more robustness, color, just in general, a lot more flavor to it. And she's definitely got that in spades with Jackal, with the highlights in her hair. So she's got the pink that matches with the scrunchie on her wrist. She's got a little bear trap on the necktie that she has there. Naturally, her bag, her shoulder bag, is covered in all kinds of fun stuff, and she does have an axolotl plush sitting right there that is super adorable. And then I knew it. The tab animation, she gnaws on it. She gnaws on the axolotl. That is adorable. I love it. I love it. That's the best. I really adore this. And she's got the fluffy socks too, the puffy socks. This is a great look for her. It's really, really nice. I appreciate this quite a bit. I'm tempted to get this. I think it just fits her so well. I love the animation where she's chomping on the axolotl. It's so fun. All right, and then here's the animation. Reload. There she goes. Firing the shots. The Jackal head, of course, on the weapon. Very eclectic design. But yeah, again, it's very fitting for her. And here she is. Looks like she's got like a little gowl kind of pose going here. And then marching forward. Actually, a little bit of a more dignified walk than I would have expected from Jackal. Would have expected her to just be like sprinting around without a care. Reload. There she is. Captain asked me to take you to Trendy Bar. No, was it Trendy Bar? Eh, who cares? Let's go. Whatever you want. And actually, I didn't notice that her hair ties, little pigtail hair ties, are Jackal heads, right? Up there? They're kind of steel colored, but yeah. So yeah, again, it's a great look for her. I think they did a great job with this one. And then finally, we do have a new gacha skin, and this one is for Blanc, which, of course, would lead me to believe that we will get a Nor gacha skin in the future that would be corresponding. Can't have one bunny without the other, right? But, yeah, it is a gacha skin. It's Blanc. I love Blanc. She's great. I love the bunny twins. They're fantastic. I love them so much. And this is it's an interesting design for sure. I mean, if we take so this is the burst in the back, of course, the train cruising by. She plants a little kiss on the ticket and gives a little cheeky wink and smile. But if we take a look at the skin, so it's got this nice glittery effect to it. She's got that stylish handbag. So I personally actually really like it when they incorporate some of the like cozy, toasty winter elements into an outfit, but then it also kind of serves the impracticality, like the pure ridiculousness of also like just being very skimpy or bare like this one is. I don't know, there's something about it that just is like hilarious and fun to me. And somehow makes it like all the more appealing a little bit. But yeah, so she's got like, again, the winter design coat, but it is unclasped, so you do get a peek at her midriff and underbust, and then she does have the hat up top as well. But then down below, she's basically just wearing stockings and bottoms, and that's it, and tiny little bottoms at that. So she does a little pose. Her hair gets whipped up in the turbulent wind from when the train just flies on by. Even the little even the little floating black bunny next to her gets whisked aside. The little snow bunny at the bottom there also just feels the rush of the train going on by. The effect, like the visual effect of the stockings, really, really appealing. Obviously, the shading enhances and accentuates all of the contours and dips and swells and curves. Just around her belly and hips and thighs, just very, very attractive. And then she's got like the puffy rim around the glossy thigh-high boots. It is a nice look. It's unusual. It's not one that like I'm immediately sold on, I have to say, in terms of like picking up for her. But it's a good look. It's interesting also that this is technically her second winter outfit, because it's her first gacha skin. But her second winter outfit, because she did have the kimono from the previous event. So she does have two winter outfits, technically. And then here she is in the shooting pose. There she is. The reload animation. And then the firing pose. So again, the bottomless stockings only look. The tiny panties is just very, very alluring. And she's got nice little wobble and physics to enjoy with the firing animation too. But yeah, so again, very appealing. Let's see what we got here. Oh, she's got the Dark Bunny next to her. All right, and then it pulls down. Oh, she gives a little a little look over the shoulder. Hold on, let's go back. I want to see that again. I want to see it again. Brings down the station, strikes a pose, and then the the train whizzes on by. That's fun. That's fun. All right, and here she is walking along, hand in her handbag, or on her handbag strap there, firing off some shots. There we go. Reload animation, of course. Little dizzy, little worse for wear. And then, I bet someday trains will stop at the outpost train station. Yeah, I hope so. The train station at the outpost is so quaint, I love it. Aww. So yeah, that is the Fortune Express. That is Blanc's first gacha skin. I don't know if I'm going to be picking it up. I've picked up a bunch of skins recently, so I might need to practice some discretion. I don't know. It is the season of giving to myself, so we'll see. I don't know. I feel like I do. At first, I wasn't sure how much I liked this skin, like at first glance. I think the more I look at it, the more I like it. But I don't know. I'm not convinced yet. I have plenty of time to decide. But I do love me some Blanc, that's for sure. And I am curious what Nora's skin is inevitably going to be. Alright, well that is going to do it for our pulls for Diesel Winter Suites and our coverage of the Terminus Ticket Winter event, at least the first phase of it. Of course, we are getting Bready, a Winter Bready incoming in a week's time or so. We're certainly going to be pulling for her as well. But yeah, that's basically everything. I'm okay. I'm okay with the result. Like I said, it could have been a bit better. She made us work for it, but I'm glad that we were able to at least get her within the tickets, which was nice. And hopefully Bready is cooperative as well, which would segue, into the new year, which I'm sure is going to be pretty big too. But let me know down below how your pulls went for Diesel here. If you did pull for her, best of luck to you. Hopefully you got her super quick. Or if you are pulling for last year's winter units, best of luck to you. Hopefully you get them as well. Let me know how those go. How you're enjoying the new event, the new minigame, the new skins, which are your favorites. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider leaving a like, commenting down below, and subscribing to the channel for more Goddess of Victory NIKKE content. We thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, let's take back that surface.